going on YouTube? It's your boy Sam from Team Samurai X1 here. Happy Saturday! For those of you here today at 8 AM EST because you're part of the notification gang, thank you so much. Hopefully you guys have a great morning. For those of you who are watching this later on in the day, hopefully you guys have a wonderful Saturday. In today's video, I finally completed the full power competitive Toon deck for the June 2024. Man, I got all the cards. I cannot wait to showcase you guys this very awesome competitive Toon deck profile for the 2020 format. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more deck profiles, consider hitting the subscribe button and make sure you guys turn on this. Super important to be part of the notification gang. Explode that thing. And as always, smash, uppercut, break that thumbs up button for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles and videos. And today at 3 PM EST, I'm doing a live box break of Toon Chaos. So make sure you guys come on out and join the live box break today in the description box below. Be sure to also get your hero playmat today in the description box below and use the coupon code HERO10 for 10% off. Alright guys, I won't waste any more of your time. Without further ado, let's get started with the brand new competitive Toon Chaos deck profile for the 2020 format. Alright guys, let's do it. And let's just hop right into the deck profile and I'll explain to you guys all the card choices once I progress through the video, so hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright guys, first and foremost, start with the monster real quick. I'm gonna play, of course, triple Toon Blacklisted Soldier. And this card is the brand new card that recently came out in Toon Chaos, one of the best cards in the entire deck. And I believe that this type of card is what the deck was missing all along. If you guys don't know what Toon Blacklisted Soldier Chaos does, is that cannot be normal summon or set, must first be special from your hand by tributing Toon monster from your hand or field whose total level is equal to 8 or more. So if you have 2 copies of Toon BLS in your hand, you can easily tribute 1 Toon BLS to summon the Toon BLS that's in your hand, which is really awesome. And there are so many other ways to easily summon this card by using cards like Comic Hand to steal your opponent's monster. And once Comic Hand steals an opponent's monster, that monster will become a Toon monster, right? So if their levels are 8 or higher, you can easily just tribute that monster to summon Toon Blacklisted Soldier, which is really great. But the wonderful thing about this card's ability is the fact that it's super aggressive while going second. Like all Toon monsters, while you control Toon Road and your opponent controls no Toon monsters, this card can attack directly. So imagine poking 3,000 damage to your opponent for absolutely free. It's pretty intense. And the last effect works like BLS, where it reads that once per turn, if you control Toon Road, you can target 1 card in the field, banish it. Also, this card cannot attack the turn its effect is activated. So essentially is a BLS, but instead of just banishing monsters, this card can banish any card on the field, which is really good. So this card is a little bit more versatile than the BLS. The fact that it's able to banish any card on the field is absolutely amazing. So triple copies of Toon BLS, it's a card that's going to be able to help you play aggressively while going second. So 3 copies of this card is absolutely mandatory to play in the deck. Also, this card's effect is not once per turn, so if you have multiple copies of Toon BLS on the field, you can easily use this effect multiple times in 1 turn, which is really beneficial, right? So triple copies of Toon BLS, absolutely mandatory to play in the deck. Next off, the very standard double copies of Toon Red Eyes. This card is really amazing. The reason why this card is so good is that once per turn, you can special 1 Toon monster from your hand except for Red Eyes Toon Dragon, ignoring its summoning conditions. So if you're easily able to get this card out on the field while you have Toon BLS in your hand, you can actually activate Red Eyes Toon Dragon's ability to special summon Toon BLS from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. So you don't need to use Toon BLS summoning condition to summon it while Red Eyes Toon Dragon's on the field, right? Same thing for Toon Page Flip. You can easily special summon this card, ignoring its summoning conditions. So the faster you get access to Red Eyes Toon Dragon on the field while you have Toon Blacklisted Soldier in your hand, the more easier you're able to get this card on the field, which is really good for OTKs, right? And like I mentioned earlier, BLS helps you push aggressively going second, so Red Eyes Toon Dragon is very beneficial for that, to unclog your hand, to special summon Toon monsters to your side of the field, ignoring its summoning condition, which is what makes Red Eyes Toon Dragon really wonderful. So 2 copies of Red Eyes Toon Dragon. Next, you're gonna play, of course, double copies of Toon Dark Magician. 1 is a Rhoda. Also at the same time, it can special summon any Toon monster directly from the deck, ignoring its summoning condition, right? So if you need to see your Toon Spell or Trap cards, Dark Magician can add that directly from the deck to your hand. If you need to see Toon Red Eyes, you can easily special summon it using Toon Dark Magician's ability, which is what makes these 2 card combinations really wonderful, because you can easily go Toon Dark Magician off Toon Page Flip, special summon Red Eyes Toon Dragon directly from the deck, and then activate Red Eyes Toon Dragon to easily special summon the BLS that's in your hand, which is really great. So essentially off 1 Page Flip, you can easily get out 3 monsters on the field, which is Dark Magician, Red Eyes, and also Toon BLS on the field on the first turn, which is really awesome, right? So Toon Dark Magician is really great. The fact that it's able to special summon any Toon monster directly from the deck, ignoring its summon condition, is what makes this card really broken. So double copies of Red Eyes Toon and also double copies of Toon Dark Magicians. And last but not least, to run off for our Toon monsters, I'm playing 2 copies of Toon Harpy Lady. This card is really awesome. It's a card that's able to help you get rid of back rolls, which is amazing. So what it does is that cannot attack the turn it's summoned. If you control Toon World, you can special summon this card from your hand. Then if you control another Toon monster, you can destroy one spawn trap card your opponent controls. So it's an MST on summon, which is really awesome. So you can only use this effect of Toon Harpy Lady once per turn. While you control Toon World and your opponent controls no Toon monster, this card can attack your opponent's life points directly. Nonetheless, it's a free summon on the field, and the fact it can destroy spawn trap cards on the field is absolutely amazing. So double copies of Toon Harpy Lady. The fact that it's able to get rid of floodgates and things like that makes this card really amazing, right? So double copies of Toon Harpy Lady, and this is the collector's rare version of Toon Harpy Lady. Absolutely beautiful. Look how beautiful this looks, guys. I'm loving the way that she looks right here. Really wonderful card right here. Really great Toon support for 2020. That's pretty much rounds off for our Toon monsters. Next off, for the most important normal summon in the entire deck, I'm playing triple copies of the Blackstone of Legend. This card is absolutely ridiculous. Like I mentioned earlier, guys, Red Eyes Toon Dragon is one of the best starter cards in the entire deck, and the way that you easily get out Red Eyes Toon Dragon is either off Page Flip or off the Blackstone of Legend. So this is the card that you want to normal summon on your very first turn. So you want to maximize yourself and actually seeing this card as quickly as possible. If you guys don't know what this card does, that you can tribute this card, special 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck, except for Red Eyes B-Chick. So basically, this is a Red Eyes monster, so you can easily tribute this to special this card from the deck. This card's a level 7. Once you special this card from the deck, you can utilize this card's ability to special summon, of course, a BLS or the Dark Magician that's in your hand, right? Which is really awesome. So you want to maximize yourself on actually seeing 3 copies of this card, which is really important. Secondary effect, if this card is in your graveyard, you can try 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. So you can easily recycle this card and also recycle Red Eyes Toon Dragon directly to the deck, which is really good. And the wonderful thing about Toon Page Flip is that you constantly need to have 3 targets for your Toon monsters. So the fact that the Blackstone Legend can shuffle back Red Eyes Toon Dragon directly to the deck, so that way you always have 3 targets for Toon Page Flip, is absolutely crucial. So 3 copies of the Blackstone Legend is absolutely mandatory. And this card is important at 3 because it's a great starter card. It's the card that you always want to normal summon. And then last but not least, a very aggressive card, I think, is Triple Eaters of Millions. I played this card in my previous Toon version, and I'm still loving this card. I believe that Toons is a deck that's better off going second. I feel like the deck isn't as beneficial going first than it is going second. Going second, the whole deck is relying on actually attacking your opponent's life points directly and just using cards like Comic Hand to take over your opponent's monsters, tributing your opponent's monsters to summon BLS and things like that. I feel like the deck is a little bit more aggressive going second than it is going first. So I built the deck to go second, and Eater Millions is the best card to go second. This card right here gets rid of any problematic monsters with absolute ease. Also, at the same time, this deck doesn't care about the extra deck, right? So Eater of Millions just works super well in this deck and makes the deck a little bit more aggressive than it already is, especially the fact that you're able to attack opponent's life points directly, and Eater of Millions able to get rid of any problematic monsters on the board is absolutely insane. So triple copies of Eater of Millions. This card is super good, and I played this in my previous version. I feel like you guys should also play this in your deck as well. The deck isn't as great going first than it is going second. Always remember that with Toons. So triple copies of Eater of Millions, and obviously one of the best cards going second right now is Triple the Bureau, the Primal Being. This card specifically in this deck is insane, and I'll explain to you guys in a second why this card is so good. Just a hint, guys, the token is very important, and the fact that you can easily OTK with the token is pretty scary for this deck. So the deck is a going second base deck, so you're able to just basically build your opponent's entire board and just make sure that token is on the field and the token is as beefy as possible. You can easily OTK your opponent on the very first turn. So Triple the Bureau Primal Being, absolutely amazing for any going second base deck. And overall, I prefer the Bureau over cards like Ash Blossom or Impermanence because this card's a blowout card. It instantly wins you games if your opponent overcommits and summons 5-1 monsters, right? Which is why the Bureau is just super good in today's format. Alright guys, hop to the spells, very standard, Triple Toon Kingdom. This card is super expensive right now. Like the rare itself is like 50 bucks or something. I don't know how much the secret rare version is, but I know that the rare is just super expensive. This card right here is Toon World, guys. I don't know why some versions play Toon World. This card already within itself is Toon World, so you don't need to play Toon World whatsoever. Upon activation, you banish the top 3 cards from your deck face down. This card name becomes Toon World while it's in the field zone, which is really important. Your opponent cannot target 2 monsters you control with card effects, which is also really important, built-in protection ability. If a 2 monster you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish 1 card from the top of your deck instead. So this card is able to protect all your 2 monsters as a whole, which is really good. And now especially with the new support from Toon Chaos, you can protect Toon Kingdom now. But obviously you're playing 4 copies of Toon Kingdom, which is really good. You're actually playing a lot of copies of Toon Kingdom because the deck does revolve around this card, and if you don't open up this card, your deck basically can't function. So you want to maximize someone actually seeing Toon Kingdom as much as possible. Next off, you want to play triple Toon Bookmark right here. Toon Bookmark is absolutely ridiculous. It's an additional rota for the entire deck, but now it can search cards like Comic Can, which is really good. So you add one Toon World or one card that specifically lists Toon World in its text directly from your deck to your hand, and it acts like Return of the Dragon Lords, where if a Toon World would be destroyed, you can easily banish this card from your graveyard to protect Toon World, which is really crazy. So now we have a built-in Toon Kingdom protection effect, which is great in forms of Toon Bookmark, but Toon Bookmark can literally search any Toon monster or Toon card directly from your deck to your hand, which is amazing. And this is obviously the collector's rare version of Toon Bookmark. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Honestly, I try to bling out my deck as much as possible so you guys have something nice to look at, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy that. It's triple copies of Toon Bookmark, an additional triple rota, which is really good. Next off, the new Toon Page Flip right here. Card's insane. This is the collector's rare for you guys to check out. Absolutely beautiful. For those of you who do not know what this card does, if you control Toon World, you can reveal 3 Toon monsters with different names from your deck. Your opponent randomly selects one of them, and you can splash summon it to your side of the field, ignoring its summon condition, and then you shuffle the rest back into the deck. So that's why you usually select Red Eyes, BLS, and Dark Magician, and then your opponent picks one of them, and you can easily splash them directly from the deck, which is really good. So Page Flip is very nice. One of the cards that the deck was missing 100,000%. Next off, of course, Toon Table Contents. Toon Table Contents can search any of your Toon cards like Toon Kingdom and things like that. Toon Page Flip, search basically anything except for Comic Hand and also for Mimicat. But now with Toon Page Flip, you can easily go Toon Table, Toon Page Flip, search Comic Hand. So this card can basically search Comic Hand essentially, right? So triple copies of Toon Table Contents, absolutely insane. Next off, this is why the deck is so good going second. You're playing triple Comic Hand. This card is so good. If you guys don't know what this card does, this card is basically the Snatch Steal while Toon World's on the field. So you steal your opponent's monster. If your opponent controls no Toon monster, this card can attack your opponent's life points directly. What's the biggest monster that you can possibly give your opponent? A Nibiru token. You Nibiru your opponent's entire board. You give them this beefy ass token. Comic Hand the token. You have Toon Kingdom on the field. The token can attack your opponent's life points directly. A 10,000 token for game. You're telling me Comic Hand isn't broken. This is why the deck is so good going second. You're playing cards like Comic Hand. Comic Hand does nothing for you going first, so why would you build your deck to go first? This deck is better off going second overall. Usually, I steal games with Comic Hand, steal the Nibiru token, and just attack my opponent's life points directly, which is insane, right? So Comic Hand is just super nice. So triple copies. Last but not least, triple Pot Extravagance. This card got reprinted, so it should be a little bit easier to access this card now, but you don't care about your extra deck. You're drawing free 2 cards in this deck. This card is absolutely mandatory to play in your deck. And last but not least, for our spells, I'm playing triple Lightning Storm. Like I mentioned earlier, this deck is really beneficial going second. So Lightning Storm, easily clearing boards, and especially clearing back rows, especially Ultra guys being in the meta now. Lightning Storm is just super insane. So triple copies of Lightning Storm, and last but not least, I'm playing Toon Terror. This card's Solemn Judgment for Toons, which you can easily search for your Toon Table Contents and also your Toon Bookmark, right? Which is really good. The only downside about this card is that you need to control both Toons and Toon Kingdom on the field. So usually this card is more ideal when you break your opponent's boards, and you can easily search this card to set up like just a mini interruption for your opponent's turn, right? So Toon Terror to round off for your main deck. That's pretty much for the main deck, guys. I believe the main deck is absolutely perfect. Let's go off to the extra deck. The extra deck are just cards you can easily access to, right? So Iria the Water Charmer, you steal a water monster, you can easily make Iria revive back Crystal Needle Fiber from your opponent's graveyard, and then make access code Talker, which is really good. So access code, Nightmare Cerberus, Phoenix, Appaloosa. Like Link 4 XCs that you can easily make with 2 monsters are very beneficial in this deck because you can steal your opponent's monster, like a Link 3 monster, and then you can easily make Appaloosa with one of your monster, one of your opponent's monster, which is really good. Unicorn, IP, Avermax, just generic Link cards you can easily use and just, you know, have access to just in case you steal something with Comic Hand. Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon, you know, any here for Cyber Dragon matchups. Next off for your Xyz, Dingirsu, your BLS is level 8, right? And if you steal a level 8 monster, you can easily make Ding. Abyss Dweller right here, very awesome. You can easily make this a Toon Harpy Lady, and also level 4 monster you steal off Comic Hand. These cards are just here for Comic Hand, basically. Exciton Knight, same thing. and last but not least, the Big Eye, and also the Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. These are the cards I make the most because I feel like I have level 7s on the field all the time with Dark Magician and also Red Eyes. Because like with Dark Magician, you get out access to Red Eyes, and then Red Eyes gets access to BLS in hand, and then you make Red Eyes Flare Metal or number 11 Big Eye, steal a point monster, deal a bunch of damage, which is absolutely amazing, right? So potentially just off 2 cards like Dark Magician on the field and BLS in hand will give you a rank 7 and BLS on the field, which is pretty awesome for a Toon deck, right? So and that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. That'll be absolutely amazing. Stay tuned for more deck profiles. If you have any deck profile requests, make sure you guys leave it in the comment section below. I love to make deck profiles that you guys request, and let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below as well. I love to hear your thoughts. And yeah, tonight at 3 p.m. EST, live box break of Toon Chaos. I'll see you guys there tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy Sam from Team Sam signing out. Alright guys, peace.